It's Intelligent Psycho back here with another stream and commentary. So this time I'm going to talk about Game Two's reaction from the Pacers and the Knicks. The Pacers are up 2 games to nothing. So the main thing I want to talk about is how the Knicks actually in these past couple of games, as far as the pace, that they have actually have kept up with the Pacers. They have led in both games as far as offensive rebounds goes. The Pacers actually were better on the defensive rebounding side in game two, but game one, the Knicks had out rebounded them. They had crashed the boards and crashed the glass. The Pacers had won in game two by the score of 114 to 109. Pascal Siakam had 39 points, 15 to 23 from the field. At least 5 Pacers players were in double figures. Jalen Brunson had 36. Karl Anthony Towns had 20 points. He was 6 of 14 from the field. And Mikal Bridges had 20 points. He was 7 of 18 from the field. The thing is with the Knicks is I don't necessarily believe the pace was the issue in game two. I really feel like the Knicks just did not get out on the break in point to shooters enough, and I feel like their defense, they didn't really get enough stops in order for their offense to get in rhythm. And then to me, although the Pacers had missed 8 out of the 16 free throw attempts that they had, the main thing for them that helped the Pacers win was, of course, with Pascal Siakam and of course with the Knicks, they just offensively just could not get into a rhythm in the second half, and defensively they just couldn't get enough stops in order for them to get on there and offensively in order to move the ball around. And also another thing that was a big problem for them was the coaching from Tom Thibodeau, the rotational switches that he did not do, and then by the time he did it at the last minute, it just completely demoralized them overall. And the Pacers just executed their game plan well in the fourth quarter and getting out in transition on so many attempts. So that pretty much is what did them in and what did them so well overall. And then also defensively, they was able to get a lot of stops. Although they didn't hold the Knicks under 45% from the field. To me, their defense was able to get enough stops, and at least for a long period of time, they made things a whole lot difficult for the Knicks, forcing them to make and get tough contested shots. Oh, MJV, what's going on? Yeah, more or less, yeah, I'm a small YouTuber. I'm trying to reach and climb to get to where I'm at. So, yeah, you pretty much have noticed that. So, yeah, my view count doesn't really grab a whole lot right now, but thank you for watching and thank you for hearing what I'm saying. So, yeah, getting back to the game. Yeah, the Pacers to me made enough stops in that fourth quarter down the stretch with under like 2 minutes to go, and which propelled them to get over the top. And they made enough free throw attempts in that fourth quarter from, Miles Turner and Pascal, and also Andrew Nembhard as well. And Tyrese Halliburton's assist, because he had 11 assists along with 14 points. That pretty much what did them over in winning them over game two, excuse me. So to me, if the Knicks want to get back in this series, no, MJV, no, I'm a Pacer fan. I want the Pacers to go all the way. So yeah, if I didn't make that clear, no, I'm a Pacers fan. So yeah, for the Knicks, if they want to get back in this series, they're gonna have to do a lot of adjustments. And for the Pacers, they need to keep doing what they're doing. The fast pace and getting out in transition and moving the ball around as well. Once you continue to play your game and move the ball around, it's pretty much what's gonna do that, man. It's gonna make the difference for them winning this series. And to me, defensively, they've been doing a great job in containing Bridges and OG Anunoby, and also they've been doing a really solid job in forcing Cat to take tough contested shots. And also they've been really doing a good job offensively getting out in transition. So just continue to do what they done overall if they want to continue to win the series if you're the Pacers. Now, Game 3 is the preview that I'm going to talk about. So, being that it's going to be taking place at Gainbridge Fieldhouse around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, if you're the Pacers, if you're wanting to try to get off to a great start and a fast start offensively like you've been doing, my thing is to get Miles Turner going and also to get Pascal Siakam going again. And Tyrese Halliburton's got to set the tone, not just feeding guys and being a facilitator. He's got to set the tone offensively and get guys going. And also, if you're the Pacers, you don't want to start settling for jump shots. You don't want to settle for jump shots in this game. If you want to get off to a good start, you got to attack, be aggressive, and get in transition, and also force the referees to call it their hand, and also force turnovers like you've been doing early on, because you only had 7 turnovers for the entirety of Game 1, whereas in Game 2, I believe they had like 14. You could not have that many turnovers in a game and think that you're gonna win, because that's not gonna get it done. So they gotta limit the turnovers, and they got to limit a lot of the one and done possessions. So that'd be the main thing I say for them. And they want to go up 3 games to nothing. For the Knicks, in order for them to get back in this series and for them to win game 3, they have got to get Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby going. They have got to crash the boards, defensively get rebounds, crash the boards, and get offensive rebounds, and also second chance points. That's pretty much is what held them in. And in order for them to do that, they got to be on the ball, and they have got to get better looks. Get better looks at the rim, and get better looks inside. So that would be the main thing I would say for both teams. And who I'm going in this game, I think this is going to be the get-back game for the Knicks to try to at least get it at least involved in the series. At first, I did see this series being a little bit longer. Still had the Pacers winning, though, in 6. I think the Knicks find some kind of way to at least win this game and still salvage their hopes of getting back in the series. So I think the Knicks will probably win it in a close one. But I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if the Pacers find some way to just take really full control of the series and win Game 3. But I just don't see it right now. I think they'll win Game 4. But Game 3, I think the Knicks will probably take this one. It'll be a close one. I say the final score will be like 110 to like 104 or something like that. But I still have the Pacers winning this series, like I said in my preview video a couple videos ago. I do have the Pacers winning this series in 6. So, and I'm going to still stick to that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. And also, MJV, I know you're pretty much saying that you got the Knicks in this series, and you're pretty much a fan of them. How many games do you think they're gonna win, or do you think this series is gonna go long enough? Do you think they can come back in this series and win it? Oh, and hey, Charlotte, how's it going? But yeah, those are just my thoughts about the Knicks and the Pacers for both games 2 and game 3. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm going to talk about the Timberwolves and Thunder game 3 yesterday. So be on the lookout for that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.